Hi everyone, thank you for tuning in to another episode of TAYtalks. My name is Taylor, and I'm here with Kelly Barth, and today we're going to talk about what it's like living with Polycystic Ovary Syndrome. For those of us that don't know what Polycystic Ovary Syndrome is, can you give us a little bit of an overview of what it is?
Well, it's usually abbreviated by PCOS, and basically it could be something meaning that you have cysts on your ovaries, and some people don't, but some people do. I happen to not have those, but it causes a number of things in your body that just disrupt your whole endocrine system, which is basically just controlling your hormones, what your body's doing, and it's very complicated and there is no cure. So obviously we should have more estrogen and not so much testosterone. It still plays its role, but we don't want as much as
a male.
Yeah, no, we don't want that at all. So when there's that imbalance, it creates a bunch of other problems in your body. So some of the symptoms might be seeing acne, and it might be on your face, it might be other parts of your body. Another thing could be excess hair that's unwanted on your face, your chest. That shouldn't be
places
there.
that a male would have hair usually,
Yes.
but you're a female and don't want it.
Yeah, exactly. So, but it also comes with things like being overweight, but some people actually are thin and have PCOS.
Mm-hmm.
So you would never imagine that they have it. A lot of people are just like, oh, well, you're overweight, like you're not even trying to lose weight, but there's other people that are the total opposite and they still have the same symptoms.
Mm-hmm. Do you know what causes PCOS? And is it treatable? Is it a genetic condition?
We don't really know a cause, actually. It honestly could be genetic. We're not sure. I think there needs to be more research on the topic, but I do think that it is partially genetic. There could be some kind of genetic portion in there that I think has come out recently in research, but mostly we're not really sure the cause.
And then so just backing it up to when you found out, what age were you and how did you feel when you first found out that you had something that was incurable?
I was in high school. I was probably like 17, a junior in high school, and I remember I went to like a children's hospital from Columbus, the Nationwide Children's Hospital, and they told me I had this condition. I'm like, wow, like what is this? And but I guess one of the big problems I had dealt with was that my period wasn't consistent. It would just come randomly, and it didn't come every month, and I never knew when it would be there. So that was a big sign that, okay, maybe we need to go talk to someone.
So not curable, and you were, what was going through your head when the doctor told you that?
Man, it's been a few years, but I would say I was scared. I mean, you have no idea what is about to change.
Mm-hmm.
And just mad, a little mad that I had gotten this somehow, and I don't know where it came from, I don't know why, and I'm being told I have this, and I'm like, wow, it's not curable. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna have to deal with this basically most of my life, probably until I'm around menopause.
What are some of the symptoms that you go through every day?
One of the things is mental health.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of hard to be positive all the time when you're knowing that you have this condition you're dealing with all the time and there's no way to get rid of it, and it's causing all these disruptions in your body. So I do think I've experienced chronic depression because of that. But I really try to not let it affect me every day, but there's definitely been some really difficult days where I just feel like I have no control over emotions. Some other daily symptoms are, I guess, just sometimes I'm experiencing acne on my face, or there's like hair growing on my chin or the sides of my face, and a lot of people don't know that, and sometimes I actually have to shave my face with a razor. But I've seen other people just like in pictures that have it really way worse than I do. One of the things that I have always had a hard time with was managing my weight.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, being a very active person, I actually study nutrition in school. That's my major, and I am a personal trainer as well. So I really care about my health and
taking care of yourself.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, I mean, despite all of the physical activity I do, it's still, I mean, for a normal person, they would probably lose weight pretty easily. And for me, it takes, I mean, probably like 5 times as much work to get the same results.
Mm-hmm. So you eat healthy, you work out at least 4 times a week, you're doing everything that like a person should do in college.
Yes.
And you feel like you're almost having to work 5 times harder than someone who doesn't have the syndrome because it's the weight does not shed off.
Yeah, it's extremely difficult just to get it off.
Mm-hmm.
And then once you're like, all right, I'm like at a good place, and then you eat something bad over the weekend and gain like 2 pounds. I'm sure we've all had that experience though. But one of the things I've been trying to work with my doctor, I see an endocrinologist, and they're like a hormone specialist basically, and so she's been monitoring my weight, and she actually prescribed me an appetite suppressant, and I haven't shared that with a lot of people because it tends to, I don't know, I feel like it could have a negative connotation, almost like, all right, well, she's just trying to starve herself or whatever. So, but I do think it's actually been helping. I mean, this semester alone, I think I've lost about 23 pounds.
Wow.
So,
Congratulations.
thank you. But you have to sacrifice eating bad food all the time, and that's really difficult in college because
Oh yeah.
we're surrounded by all the fast food, or like pizza and wings and whatever else, and your friends are going to eat it, so you want to go with them.
Now I bet that's a really strong mental game because you're like, I'm in college, I want to live life, but at the same time, like you have the syndrome, a lot of people don't even know about it because
Yeah.
you can't see it, and then you know what's best for you. So I mean, that has to be hard.
Yeah, I guess if I know that maybe I'm gonna like go out to the bars or something, like I could plan to maybe not like eat a ton that day, just because I know I'm gonna.
It's all about balance.
Want to eat some pizza, or my
Yeah.
favorite is the Betty's fries.
Yep.
They're so good.
What are some things that you just tell yourself to try to get by? And like obviously it sounds like you try to live a healthy life. You're a personal trainer, try to eat healthy. Are there anything else that you do?
I guess I try and stay as positive as I can about it. I don't think the doctors give you all the information that you need, and I think that if you're living with any condition really, you should be an advocate for yourself and be researching online and okay, like what are other people doing, and I've even found Facebook groups that have thousands of people, thousands of other women.
To support each other?
Yeah.
Yeah,
that
ask questions.
people just post on there and they're saying like, okay, I'm experiencing this, and then like, what have other people done to work with that?
Yeah, that's great. What happens when it comes to being fertile? Like, are you able to have kids, do you know?
I'm really not sure. That's something I've thought about too, And I've wondered, like, okay, like, what if I do decide that I want to have a baby? I don't know if I even could, because something that is a result of PCOS is infertility. And even if I happen to conceive, there is a high rate of miscarriage.
Mm-hmm.
So it's something to do with the linings inside of your uterus that doesn't quite want to hold on to the egg, and it just, you could miscarriage, and that's something that is like, no one wants that.
No.
So that's something I've thought about, and I do have one sister, and she's kind of like joked about like, oh, well, I don't want kids, like, you'll have all the babies and I'll just be the aunt, and I'm just like, I don't even know if I can do that.
Right.
So.
What are some ways that you try to stay positive and just go about living the best life that you can every day?
I really think that exercise has helped me a lot to just not be negative and not be depressed, because I've been dealing with depression for years now, and I think when I exercise consistently, I feel better, I feel happier, and I feel good about myself, and I know that, okay, I'm doing this and I'm trying to make my body as best as I can.
Mm-hmm.
And just also surrounding myself with a lot of friends. I love to be social, I love to meet new people, and some of those people don't know I have this condition, and then some do, and I guess they just, it's nice to be able to tell some people about it.
Any other advice to the viewers?
Well, if you happen to know somebody with PCOS, just take a step back and think about what it's like to be in their shoes and what they deal with every day, and maybe they're having a bad day and they're feeling really down, and just maybe try and comfort them in a way that's like, okay, I appreciate you, I don't care that you have this, I acknowledge that you have it, but that doesn't define you. And I think just being there for that person, if you know that person that has it, be their friend, and just, I guess that's all I can say about it is just be there for them, because no one wants to deal with something alone. It's a constant thing that I'm gonna have to deal with, but that's not gonna stop me from pushing forward with my life, and I'm still gonna pursue things that I wanna do, like getting a job as a dietitian, for instance, once I graduate. So my goal is to, I could help other people that are dealing with this condition.
Well, thank you so much for being here with me today, Kelly. If you guys like this video, please give it a thumbs up, and please consider sharing, because you never know who it could help. Someone who's going through PCOS might need to hear what Kelly had to say today and the advice that she gave everybody. And then please consider subscribing as well for more content like this. Thank you for watching.